In an age of sat-navs, calculators, Google Maps and spell checks, cabbies who have given their hippocampuses a workout could hold the key to staving off Alzheimer's disease. Cabbies who drive London's iconic black taxis have been required since 1865 to pass an immensely difficult test simply known as the knowledge, to prove that they can find 50,000 landmarks in a labyrinth of tens of thousands of streets. The series of exams, which takes 3 to 4 years to complete, have been hailed as possibly the most difficult memorisation test in the world. And to be fully licensed to drive anywhere in London, a cabbie needs to know how to plot routes comprised of about 26,000 streets spanning a 6-mile radius from Charing Cross without using a sat-nav. And now, these skills are being tested for a completely different reason, to determine whether the brains hold clues that might be applied to Alzheimer's disease research. A project called Taxi Brains is underway at University College London to study the brains of cabbies as they map out taxi routes whilst undergoing MRI scans. London cabbies have remarkable brains, said Hugo Spears, a professor of cognitive neuroscience who set up the project with 3 doctoral students. The research follows a previous study that showed learning the knowledge caused positive changes in the structure of the healthy adult human brain in response to environmental demands. The hippocampus region of the taxi driver's brains, which play an important role in learning and memory, appear to grow larger the longer the drivers are doing the job, whilst the same region is known to shrink in people with Alzheimer's disease. And the answers could lead to the development of diagnostics to detect dementia earlier and treat patients sooner, and the team plan to forward their study results to Alzheimer's Research UK and have preliminary findings available sometime next summer. Taxi drivers who signed up to the MRIs from July through to October said they were happy to discover that there was another way to use their memorisation skills they'd acquired through the knowledge. And there are about 30 cabbies who volunteered for the study itself. Matt Newton, whose father sadly died of dementia in 2019, said he felt a strong sense of duty to be part of it. Newton, a cabbie since 2016, said he was shown photos of London landmarks and street names and asked to map out 120 routes from point A to point B whilst his brain was being scanned. He and other cabbies were also asked to play a game called Sea Hero Quest, a video game used in scientific research to test a brain's complex spatial navigation abilities. Researcher Chris Garnstrom said the cabbies were by far the nicest and most forthcoming group that he had had the pleasure to run experiments with. He said London cabbies are ideal participants for the study because there is no other professional group quite like them. Well, you can say that again, especially in the field of spatial navigation. Garnstrom added, cabbies are a large group of expert navigators who have all had to learn an immense amount of information that they are required to use on a daily basis. And this is what sets them apart, he said, noting that the Taxi Brains team hopes to identify which subregions of the hippocampus are most significantly affected in the brains of those who have studied the knowledge. Another taxi driver, Robert Lorden, who in 2018 published a book called The Knowledge, Train Your Brain Like a Cabbie, said he had heard about the Taxi Brains project and said he immediately felt compelled to sign up. He said, I'm very fortunate that nobody in my family suffers from Alzheimer's. However, I'm fully aware of how devastating and awful the disease is. And if I'm able to help in just a small way, I thought it was important to do so. It also begs the question, doesn't it? Maybe we should all turn off the electronics and give our hippocampuses a workout. It could help us be sharper for longer, connect us better with others and our surroundings, and eventually it may help with a mystery that the most sophisticated sat-navs can never solve, and that is, where the hell did I leave my car keys? That's it from me for this week, but if you have an opinion or maybe have a story to tell, then get in touch. You can DM me on Twitter at Sean Paul Day or at London Taxi Radio. Stay safe, be kind, and I'll see you out there on the mean streets.